Making sure everything's loading up right. Updates available. Nobody cares. Maybe that one, maybe at some point in time. Add-on should have loaded in. We're doing good. We're going to continue our One Life to Live day 3. So yesterday, to recap, we managed to get out to where Ak is. We hit level 5, got out to where Ak is, and we had a heart pounding moment when one of her little lackeys picked up that minigun and took a couple shots at me, but was unable to take out the Tad. Oh, today we're probably going to do some more settlement building. We're going to try to get out to Finch Farms for sure, and maybe the atomic. What is it? The hell is the name of that place? I can't even remember. The Wicked shipping fleet, so we can get that key. A couple other things out that way. We might try to get to the trailer park to see if we can't get the Wasteland Survival Guide that gives us extra meat, things like that. But for now, let's do some settlement building as we come in. I just made it back to Sanctuary yesterday, right as I was logging off. Got a little bit of fatigue there, a little bit of thirst. But yeah, we'll take a quick tour around, see what we've done so far, get an idea of our movements for the future. How we're going to build this. Give me a second as we get situated and get started. To kind of refigure out where we are, what we want to do today. We were able to get a bot set up for the chat yesterday, so we should have some new information popping through. It'll discuss my other forms of social media, Twitch, and things like that. What do we got going on? So we got our wall built in here. Still kind of gathering myself, waking myself up. I just took a little bit of a nap this early afternoon. So just give me some time to get some energy behind me. I'm sure there'll be an attack or something. We'll get out, get our heart racing, get some adrenaline going. Oh, what are we gonna do here? I was thinking about putting in a clipping tool real quick and starting to work on the second floor. So that's a possibility, and we can learn about clipping tools that way as well. So, give me just a minute as my dog rolls around on the floor, losing her mind. All right. So for those of you that do not know, there is a way to create a tool. We're just going to store these real quick. Be easy to get them back in there. We might go ahead and drop this guy out. Even though I like having those bushes and stuff growing in front of the buildings, it might just be easier. Let's see if we can just build a clipping tool real quick. It won't be too tough. There's a way to create a tool in the game that will help you get your walls in the right place and your floors in the right place. So what we're going to do is work on that real quick. It's called a clipping tool. Easiest way to do it that I have seen is to essentially find your center point on your doorway, because you're going to want your door to go in pretty flat in there. So maybe that looks evenish. Doesn't look too bad, right? Doesn't look like it overlaps. Does go into there a little bit, no problem. Pop another one over. We'll go ahead and store this guy. So that means our top floor is going to be a little off, but we're not going to do this perfectly. And for the sake of making the clipping tool a little bit better, we're going to get that out of the way. Or a little bit more even anyways. Alright, so going on into floors, what we're after is something like that. Bring this out by one. Kind of almost needed to come over a little bit more, but let's see how this one works. See if this will get it in there for us. right? So we'll have that front wall perfect, and that's what's probably the most important, because we can always take a single pillar off that front wall, no problem. We can do a little afternoon drinking and building. Woohoo! All right. Get that out of the way. And essentially what you do, this will be good for some experience as well. Doesn't matter if they're perfectly lined up, right? So try to get this part lined up as best as possible. Hopefully it works out for us. Woo! That doesn't look too bad. Let's see, what's that bottom one look like? Does it come off? Kinda does come off. How shifted is it? It's just that first one there, that's fine. As I mess it up. Let's see. Can we get it? Oh, it's gonna pop one there, so that's fine. Good enough. Good enough.
Yeah.
There's some stuff. There's some experience. Woo. Work our way up.
Yeah.
All right. We are up above that area, so we got plenty of area to clip into.
Yeah.
All that experience. Yay! Don't we love Idiot Savant? Isn't that the best? This is actually not Rust. This is Fallout 4. I don't think we're not gonna break it all down because we're gonna end up needing a bunch of these later, anyways. Should have left that one in, huh? We're not gonna use the bottom clip anyways, so that is fine. Essentially, we're gonna take out every other one of these real quick. So this is Fallout 4 White Tiger. It's another game that I like to build a lot in. No, we don't want to do that. It's another good crafting game. And I've played a lot of Fallout on console, not so much on PC. Sure, it works really nicely on PC, especially with the ability to mod heavily. Unfortunately, the way it currently sits, modding is kind of not that great, in particular on the PlayStation. So we're going to take out this bottom one. We're going to go every other one here, and you'll see as we do this why we do it this way. And see if my MooBot works today. We just set it up. Let's see if we can get some stuff started. So it's boom, social media maybe? Is that what I put it as? Nope, that's not what it is. I'll have to mess with it. But there's ways to get this MooBot working eventually. Hopefully it does it for me. Come on up. Grab that one. And what I'm doing here is creating a tool that will let me allow me to clip more easily to floors and walls and things like that. It'll just help crafting out a little bit. I would love to see actual pictures. You got to get some pictures up there for me, mate. I can see it from the top down, right? Let me see if the map pulls up for me. If you have the Dynamap chords for me, pop them into chat for me real quick, would you, White Tiger? And we'll go take a look at it. We can definitely get like a two-dimensional idea of what you got going on. I like I can see your bridge and stuff, and I definitely I can tell that you've done some exploring. I just wish I could get in there and explore with you. All right, just in case we decide to come out this way, I actually took that one off at the wrong level. It needs to be that one. Yeah, so we're going to every other one, and we're doing opposite of the ones that are in front of it. There we go. So we have a clipping tool, or kind of a clipping tool. Not the greatest clipping tool. It could have been better. That is for sure. But we will use it. Let's go ahead and place our items back in. Concrete walls. Come on, pop in. Pop in. Is that right? Is that at the right place? That is not at the right place. Because you're supposed to go there. There we go. And then we had another one of these. That would be super. I'd love to see that. Let me know how it goes. All right. Take a little sip. Got problems, people. Got problems. What? Am I out of concrete? No, that's not good. We're actually going to have to leave fairly quick here, aren't we? Just to go get some concrete. What we probably need is to get Trash Can Carla situated. We have our clipping tool set up. I think most people just want to see me go risk my life anyways. And see if we're going to end up deleting a character. But that is a good start for a clipping tool. And that way we can make the next level a little bit of an overlap, which I like. I like having a little hangover. Kind of gives you some roof to work with. All right. Let's see if we can finish the walls of Sanctuary real quick with some junk fences. See how things are looking. Because apparently a Deathclaw has no match for a picket fence. We're just going to allow this picket fence to be our back wall along most of here until we get some better items together. We built in this back gate, and we have a front gate now as well. Couple of areas where I didn't feel like the fence was quite enough and it was kind of down and it wouldn't look good when I put it in, so we just threw up a couple of these spots. Where are we at? Threw in some fencing back here. Another one of these. It's cool, these guys are just automatically doing this. So my defense is at 28 here. Oop, nope. Just from people standing on top of those things. Heading back this way. Oh, I think I remember where I ended up stopping. We threw in one of these weird little corner pieces to try to make this a little bit different over here instead of just using those tires. There we go. Yay, Moobot. See, Moobot is working. That's super fun. We need to do a Moobot. Oh, hello. We has Brahmin. That's awesome. We has Brahmin. Okay, so I've never had a Brahmin before. I do not know what I need to do with Brahmin. I think we're doing good with food and stuff. Doing okay with food anyways. I was fortunate, my first day out into the world, to get a camera right outside the Vault 111, and was able to make a settlement beacon pretty quick. We're at 68 happiness. This place is a shithole, and they are that happy. So we're doing good. We need to finish out this junk fence here, though. Your main game, what do you normally play? I would love to see it. I've gotta see everything that White Tiger's up to. Gotta know. Junk fences. Let's see if we can drop something like this in here. It's gonna be angry about this corner though, I can tell. Can I delete you? I cannot. Can I put something right over the top of you? I can. Okay, I think we're a little too far out there. Wonder if we can like... No, no, come on. So we don't want any little gaps for people to get into. Definitely not wanting to connect. What could we do to deal with this gap? I don't know if I'm happy with how all this looks anyways. Guess I'm okay with all of this. Mech Warrior, that's super awesome. I haven't played Mech Warrior in like 10 years. 10 or 15 years. Oh god. Ah. Got that. This is all looking okay. We're gonna have to finish our wall down that way. Once I guess I'm okay with this corner, we will be ready to move on down. We're almost finished with this wall. Trick is getting my OCD to allow me to just be done with this wall. Why don't you want to go there? Okay. I think it was just a little bit too low into the ground. It is really fighting this getting close business. You know what I think we're going to do? Because we can. And I feel like maybe perhaps we must. We are going to go ahead and drop down. Let's see if we can get another defensive guard post up there. Gotta wait until I see the words so I can remember what they are. Alright, going to decorations. Floor coverings, this little trick for everybody. You're gonna have to definitely let me see some Mech Warrior. I had no idea that there was a Mech Warrior online. I have a friend that's super into Mech Warrior as well. If you've ever been on and heard Cletus talking, that is a guy that played a lot of Mech Warrior back in the day. I loved games like Armored Core. I played a lot of Armored Core. I feel like Armored Core is one of my favorite mech style games ever. Okay, drop it in. Drop it in. Look at that. We can do all kinds of stuff with a rug. This is cool. This is nice. I like this. You can get really far back into there. We can really cover this back corner. Doesn't look too bad, I don't think. Let's see what that looks like. Since 2012. I had no idea. That's pretty super awesome. Let's move this for a second. Drop that. Let's pop out of here. See what we think about this. Yeah, that's a place I would not want to get caught. Okay. Kind of feel like there could be something better here. And as long as we're putting that there, we don't necessarily need that one.
Ain't looking for trouble, I hope.
Brother, I own this place. I'm sorry, sister. I own this place. This is my place. You're here out of the graciousness of my heart. If that's a thing. Kinda spacey today, if you can't tell. Moobot! Yay, Moobot for working. Alright. Ooh. checking it out right now. Can I do it? Yeah, nice and easy. Those look pretty cool. And it's a free-to-play game, huh? Is it only on PC? Because I'm having a feeling that this PC won't necessarily pull it off. Okay. So we can pop it out a little bit. I have a feeling I can get it a little bit closer with like a pillar. What else kind of stuff can we do here? Oh yeah, I'll definitely check it out. Soon as you're on doing it, well, maybe not as soon as. Once I'm done doing my stream, I will definitely check it out. And White Tiger, so you know, because I don't know if you were in earlier when I was talking about it, I'm switching my stream to the afternoon a little bit so I can kind of meet a couple more players, time schedules, people who are working during this time, things like that, or working during my normal time, school during my normal time. I'm going to try to be available for them. Do. It's kind of junky. I like this. Okay. This works. This isn't too bad. Pretty bad, but it's not too bad. All right. Come on, get in there. You were just there. You were just there. Now, why are you fighting me now? Don't fight the lovin's. Go to your home. Are you too good for your home? Whew. There it is, maybe. Nice. That can work. That kind of looks like it's meant to be there. Maybe a little bit. And we got this guy in here that covers that corner. Wow, that doesn't look too bad. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm pretty okay with how that turned out, I think. That is if you're incredibly lucky. I have not messed with OBS. It's definitely something I need to get into, especially if I want to stream any Minecraft plays. So we can always pick that up, we jump up here, and then we just press circle to drop it, and it goes right back into place. That's a little trick that'll help players out. I can see a little bit of a gap there. No problem. Gaps aren't a problem. Yeah, I'll have to look into OBS. It's something that I've been meaning to get into. Because there's things I want to stream from the PC, but have not had any experience with, so maybe we can help each other out with OBS. That sounds like a plan. All right. Looking good down here. Yeah, I've never messed with OBS. I don't even know anything about it, really. PlayStation was just so easy to get started as a streamer with because it's just set up there for you that I didn't look too heavily into PC stuff. But there's things like, I mean, I would love to start streaming Hearthstone and do some like teach me to plays because I'm decent at Hearthstone. I'm good enough to get in there and win a couple games, but I lose a lot. And I've never really made it to Legend. It'd be really cool to like have some players help me get to Legend or something. Oh. My lady leaves this afternoon. Kinda sad. She won't be gone for too long, but long enough. Nope, not another gate. We don't need more gates, that's for sure. So what's going to happen is we're actually going to move this real quick to here. And we're going to get this guy in as close as possible to right here. Where do we want to go with it? We want to go right up against the tree? Pretty close up to the tree, right there maybe? And then we'll use another rug to drop him in. Drop that guy in. Another rug glitch. Move out, getting the job done, bro. I love it. Ooh, there we go. That's a good place to do it. Anywhere you can get that rug up off the ground is going to be just a little bit easier to grab him. Idiot Savant for the win. Literally my least favorite skill in the game, but it is just too damn useful to not use. In particular, in a survival game. Kinda wish you could get rid of that whole frickin' audio file though. Alright. Let's drop this bad boy in here. Somewhere. Let's go right up against there. Just 1 second. Hey, sorry about that. Like I said, my lady's leaving town, so I just wanted to make sure that I said bye to her and stuff before she left. We're going to pull this back a little bit. I think that might be perfect. Let's see. Right up on that edge, which is what we want. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. That kind of looks junky. That looks like it's supposed to be that way. Drop it in. And now it's like it's supposed to be there or something. Like I know what I'm doing. Alright, thank you, bye-bye. That's a good trip. Drive safe, okay? Alright. Oh my goodness. Alright, so while my fiance goes to do hard works and make the bacon, I'm going to continue playing games for your amusement. Slowly losing my mind in the digital world. I think that looks really good there. We have to work our way up to, and I'm not certain how I want to do this. I don't know if I want to do it like I did the other side over there, but we might run it up. Yeah, I kind of like those trees in front. The idea of those trees in front, and maybe I'll do a mod list here soon, so you can see what kind of mods I'm running. But yeah, let's keep going. Let's keep working on this. I think that looks pretty good. I think that dropped in nicely, and those tires look like they belong there. So let's keep working this wall up. We are almost complete with our wall. When we are complete with the wall, we are going to go ahead and head over to Finch Farms, because I had the weirdest thing happen to me when I was running Ack yesterday. The pendant for Finch Farms did not drop, which is not something that has ever happened for me before. Generally, I can go run Ack first, which is a kind of easy early game gear test and skill test. Yeah, and usually the pendant drops there for me, but it did not. And that's a Finch Farms thing, if nobody knows. We'll see. We'll go out to Finch Farms and see where that pendant spawns for us. Losing our minds. I'm pretty sure that our minds were lost as soon as they were devised by the human race. But yes, here's to losing our mind. Cheers, folks. Moobot, I'm glad you're working. Glad Moobot's up and going. I'm still learning how to bot and things like that. So everybody bear with me, please. 68 happiness. I swear, these people, their expectations of life are super low. Although living in a wasteland, right? Oh, right. Let's see here. I need to go back to junk walls, junk fences. Sorry, not walls. And see if we can continue dragging this thing down a little bit. I like the idea of having a lot more barbed wire across the top, though. I like barbed wire. What does Moobot moo? If Moobot could moo Moobot? How many Moobots would Moobot moo if Moobot could Moobot moo? Say that 5 times fast. Moobot does things like moderate chat for me. And it helps make sure that everybody's being polite and nice to each other, things like that. Ooh, look at that. We're going right up against there. That does not happen very often. It is tough to get things to roll right up next to each other in this game. That looks cool. That looks good. Okay. Lots of barbed wire. This is actually the first time I've ever played this and really gone with the junk fencing. I'm kind of more of a concrete guy. You can tell over here. I run all kinds of concrete. We did that across the front just so it looks really good coming in. But Moobot will do things like it'll as you can see, continually spit out things like my social media and stuff like that. So that if you want to follow me, and what's going to end up happening is I'll be doing more Twitter things, so you'll get like a selfie of me with my dog maybe in the morning and say, hey, I'm coming online, everybody check me out, and you can share with your friends and stuff like that. So that's what Moobot's there for. The moderation bit is going to help me quite a bit, so I don't have to keep looking at the screen and seeing why people aren't being allowed to say what they're saying. But we'll see. We'll see if it works out. Oh, come on, get up in there. Maybe we'll go forward. Maybe we'll go a little bit forward on this guy. See, it can be difficult to get some of these things in here like this. You know you want to sit in there. And I don't like how that sits up off the ground. So what we might do, kind of crazy like, oh, I don't know if I have the concrete for it though. Let's see if we have the concrete for it. Floors. We're going to have to drag. I do not have the concrete for it. We're going to need to go get Trash Can Carla as well this morning, I think. Well, this afternoon. Do not like stuff that won't drop into the ground naturally. We might leave this open for a second and see if we can't go get Trash Can Carla. And let's go ahead and store. Oh man, I got so much junk in my inventory. I had no idea until I got out to Ak that my inventory was full of junk. All kinds of circuitry though. We need circuitry for days. We're gonna come over here and store all our junk. Boop, transfer, store that junk. One thing we're gonna do though is come back into junk and we're gonna pick up our pre-war money. Because pre-war money is worth so much in-game cash. It is actually very valuable, even though money has no value. I don't know what that's about. It's just as valuable as a bottle cap, right? Which makes sense, I guess. How are we doing on our inventory? We need to get some food, we need to get some drink, and then we're gonna go play outside the walls. This is very dangerous. In particular, since I've had a drink or two. But we're going to try to be real careful about this. We are at 51 of 155. So we got 100 pounds to play with. What we might do is go ahead, come over here, and drop. And you can hear the voice. I am actually a female. I'm playing a female today because if you go back and you watch the videos in my Twitch from the last few days, you'll notice that I actually died kind of early on. I made a mistake with my male character, and I went to Concord a little early, and got just absolutely dominated, by a Deathclaw. So we're gonna play this female, and hopefully the world's a little bit nicer to this female character. It was terrible. I think if you want to see something hilarious, go back to the first video that I have up there from day one and watch me just get ate by a Deathclaw. I'm going to build right here, since it's next to this my cooking station and my drugs making station. I'm gonna build a couple of those, and we're gonna just go ahead and toss in some extra stuff that we don't need to be carrying around with us all the time, right? Bloatfly meat, it's not cooked. We'll keep all the grilled stuff. Mirelurk meat. Mole rat meat. Radroach meat. There we go. There's a little bit extra out of my inventory. Stim packs don't weigh that much. We're going to keep all our purified water just in case we end up in a situation where we have to hide out overnight somewhere. Keep all our pre-war money, 74 at essentially 3 apiece, because that value is not exactly accurate. Drop it over here. We're going to put in the chemical station. Actually, all my chemical stuff's already over in the other place, isn't it? Because that would come out of junk, mostly. We're going to keep our jet. Ooh, we're going to keep our jet. Boy, are we going to do some drugs in this game. There is no way to survive, as far as I can tell, without doing lots of drugs in the aftermath. So, don't judge me ahead of time, kids. You can see right here we've made a clipping object. When we get a little bit more concrete, we'll come back in and work on that a little bit. Turn off our light. We're gonna close that. We're gonna look at this. We're gonna look at this from the outside here. Those are the walls of Sanctuary. Look at that. It's not even. I mean, there is a wall there. Just not rendering right now. We are almost closed off though. Sanctuary is almost a secure location. Almost. We're about to go lose that security though. Let's drink some water. And then I have some decent food on me, I think. Keep wanting to press start for that. Let's go ahead and eat our gourd. Grilled radroach. Properly fed. There we go. Yeah, I'm in some decent stuff already. We might take that double-barreled shotgun, and then we're just yep, come on. Yep. I feel like I keep dumping him in the water, and then he just comes back anyways. Peace. See you, guy. Somehow he is less weight than this dog. I cannot pick up that dog. You'll see that he is too heavy to carry. So I will not be able to get him off of that point until I get an explosive shotgun or something. Something that is explosive. I just want to check out here. Shout out to anybody that is new in chat or new in stream. Close those. Close those. Huzen first? Huzen the first? I like it. Welcome. And Siltwolf, welcome to the stream. We're just messing around. Enjoy. You might see me die here in just a couple seconds. Probably not. Hopefully not. My suggestion to anybody that wants to do a One Life to Live is the absolute most important ability that you can put your skill points into is stealth. Stealth is hands down the most powerful ability in this game. And I'll show this real quick. I'll show you my perk chart so you can kind of see what I'm doing. What's going to end up happening is I'm probably going to end up putting 4 or 5 more points into intelligence. There's absolutely going to be a couple more points put into 4-leaf clover, or put into luck for getting down to 4-leaf clover and Grim Reaper sprint. Ninja with stealth, obviously, is frickin' ridiculous. So, pretty strong stuff. You are very welcome, Siltwolf. I look forward to meeting all of the Fallout 4 players. I generally play Star Trek Online. I started my stream on Star Trek Online, but I hit that end game and I felt so grindy with it. So yeah, this is how I'm building my character right now. For those of you that do not know, Lone Wanderer works with the dog. I am not currently using the dog because he can get you killed in some weird situations. He'll end up like hitting tripwires, or he'll end up walking over mines and blowing them up while you're near him. So I got to be really careful right now. So I'm not even using the dog. We went into Lone Wanderer for that extra carrying capacity. What's eventually going to happen is I'm going to work my way down to, if I survive, right? If I survive, we're going to work our way down to nuclear physicist. So that we can pretty much permanently be in power armor at all times. There's just a lot of stuff in this game that is not doable without power armor, and even then, in survival, you're still pretty squishy in power armor. In all honesty, I want all these to 10, right? And look at this. This is the craziest thing in the world. I think the easiest way to survive in this game is to actually take nothing into endurance, because in survival, endurance, even if you take it all the way up, isn't gonna protect you in the end. It's not gonna be enough to really keep you from just getting wrecked by a Deathclaw like my first video. If you want to see some hilarity, like I said, go back and watch that day one right before I made this character. I thought I was gonna be really cool and go into Concord really early. That did not work out in my favor. I would pick this stuff. It's still wild. We'll go ahead and take this because it's food, just in case. Just in case. And watch that hidden bar. Watch those brackets to see if anything pops up. So we're going to run over here. I had the weirdest thing happen with this. I've never, ever gone to the satellite over here. The satellite station by the USAF satellite station, Olivia, where ACAC spawns. I've never gone over here and not found the locket. The locket that these poor people lost when bandits decided to raid their farm. Their daughter was killed.
That's close enough,
as we'll
stranger.
learn here soon.
We're a peaceful farm. We don't want any trouble.
We'll go ahead and go through dialogue in this as well.
It's okay. I'm friendly.
I'm going to play
Not
friendly.
looking
I'm
to
not
cause
going to
any
be a
trouble.
bandit or anything.
If
We
you
might do a
say
bandit
so,
playthrough at some
war,
point in
we're
time.
armed here, so don't try anything. Let me tell you, farming ain't easy. Out in the field all day, every day, and every minute of it spent watching your back.
That's the wasteland, brother.
Farming's hard work.
Won't argue with that. Blake Abernathy, you new to the Commonwealth?
So new.
Yeah, you could say that.
Good to see a new face. How about you? Ever think about working the land?
Digging the dirt all day.
Not even a little
No,
bit.
thanks.
You're a wiser
Not
woman
even a
than
little
me.
bit.
Word of advice, though. if you do start up a farm, be ready to deal with the raiders. Why do all the hard work when you can just take what you want at gunpoint?
Boy, that sounds like a good idea.
Bastards. All of
Man,
them.
hard work
Last
sucks.
time those raiders hit us, my daughter Mary tried to stand up to them. Now she's buried out back of the house. Only 21 years old, and they shot her down without a thought. That's why we need the Minutemen
I'm just
back.
impressed that
And the
anybody
sooner-
can have a baby in the wasteland and bring it to 21 years of age. Like, if you get a kid to live past infancy in the wasteland, you've done well.
There's nothing worse than losing a child. Believe me, I know.
I'm sorry to hear you say so. I don't have much to offer, but those raiders that killed Mary, they took her locket too. It's been in Connie's family for generations. If you could get it back, it'd mean a lot to us.
Well, you tell me where that locket is,
Don't worry.
because
I'll get that locket back.
it is
for you.
not where it has always been for
Connie
me.
feels like it's a part of Mary. I don't
You
think
sons
she'll
of
rest easy
bitches.
against
So
one.
apparently they have fixed it so that you have to come get this quest before you can get the locket. It used to be the case that you could get that locket. It's down in a toolbox that's in the basement. Man, I wonder if that makes everything respawn too. Because that would be good. That would actually be very good, because it's a fairly easy place to take. As long as you can sneak in there and you don't let Ak get too many shots at you with her minigun, you're set. But yeah, so we'll go back there. We'll probably end up heading back that way to see if we can't get the locket, because we want Finch Farms on our side. Lots of good food. We're eventually going to work our way up to
Just
Ooh.
telling you how it
let's get all this. Let's get all these tomatoes, since they're not. It's not stealing, apparently, to just wreck their frickin'
If I had to
their
guess,
stuff.
That satellite station's northeast of them.
Ooh,
At least that's the direction they headed when
there
they
we
left.
go. Taken. We need all these tomatoes. Tatos as they are called in the wasteland. Woohoo! Yeah, well, moo back at you, buddy. Moo back at you. I believe there's some melons in the back. I don't think there's corn. We definitely want to find some corn, tatos, and mut fruit, because those together can make us not only a considerable amount of money. Ooh. Can I kill one in a single shot to the left head? It does not look like I can. I need to find me a rifle. I need to get me a rifle. I don't want to make them suffer too much, right? Boy, I'm still trying to get these controls down. But those things, grilled radstag is so worth it. Hot plates, good for circuitry. Jet, wonder glue, good for the same things we need corn, mut fruit, and tatos for. Guess I should be looking for a rifle that fires 38s, since that's the only frickin' ammo I find. Antibiotics, boy do we need antibiotics. Antibiotics. Heading down this way, just dun 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 dun. Herpy derp derp derp. We're gonna come over here and we're probably gonna try to kill these bloat flies as well. We want to kill everything that we can. Non-stop carnage. Just so we can get experience. We need to be level 50 before we even think about going to frickin' Diamond City, pretty much. 50 and rolling around in XO1 power armor. Like, so there are some bloat flies over here, you'll notice, right off this road. Play this game enough and you'll remember where all the enemies are too. Play this game too much and you'll dream about it. That's not healthy. Alright, we want these bottles. We want all those bottles. We'll take that cram for food. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to keep this barreled in. We're going to use a funnel of death. And since I've gone so heavy into agility, we have extra AP points to work with. So we should be able to VATS this thing up and not die too much. Everybody prepared for this? We're going to get into some combat. Combat sucks, especially if you're trying to survive. Ooh, yeah, while I was over in Olivia, I found a hair trigger glow sights. 10 millimeters, so we're excited about that. Oh, God, don't die. I don't want to die. Alright, one of you stop moving enough, right? You're stuck, apparently. Okay, they're coming in. So as they come through this door, or they come near this door, because I'm only in caution. Boop! Oh, not that one. That one, though. We get 50-50 on it. Yeah, son. That's what I'm talking about. Now I'm in danger. They are here. They're angry. We got him. I did get hit by that, so I got some rads. Ooh, hi, guy. Not you, though. Ha-ha. Whew. Okay, a little bit of rads. No problem. We can survive rads. Yeah, get all that blowfly meat. I'm going to eat you guys later. That is for sure. Alright, so now we're going to go play with some walkers, some undeads, some feral ghouls. Don't get too many rads here. Don't get too many rads. I want what's ever in there, though. Man, wouldn't that be cool if there's a fusion core? I would be so psyched if there's a fusion core in that. Woo. Nope, nope, nope. Back this way. Maybe in there? Oh, so close. Back a little bit. Yeah.
Yes.
No fusion core, but we got a fucking combination range. Duct tape, though. We will take duct tape for adhesive. Get out of there for the rads. We don't want rads. For those of you that do not know, Radaway, which is the way to get rid of rads, causes immunity suppression now, which is terrible. We do not want that. Because man, there's all kinds of ways to get sick in the wasteland. All right, so we're going to come in here to Wicked Shipping. We want the key for the Wicked Shipping containers, first of all. This is a good place to get a little bit of experience as well. I'm going to drop this guy. This guy right under here is alive. If you're wondering. Are you legendary? You're not. Okay. Your utility? Did you come with anything cool on you? You did. You came with a rivet tosser. We're going to go ahead and do this just for the experience. He doesn't generally seem to activate on enemies. And I'll show a couple tips and tricks in here as well. Crap. Apparently that is the first password. One likeness. Could be Deez. It's the A. No, it's... Oh, wait. What am I doing? I actually did that wrong. I misread that. So it's one alike in each of these. That's interesting. So I'm going to show you this trick real quick. Anybody that's wondering about hacking, and I love hacking, you'll notice how that just picked that whole thing up. If you find anywhere in here where there are two brackets that close each other off like that, or let's see if there's another one. I don't see any there. Oh, that was a close one. That was a close one. This one right here. Those brackets that close each other off. You can click that, and a dud was removed. Or, we'll keep going. We'll keep getting duds until our stuff... There's one. There's one. I almost missed that one. There's one right there, too. Look at that. There's two in the same row. That does not happen often. Dud removed. Dud removed. Oh, there's three in this row. Dud removed. Ooh, not that one. We're going to come back to this one that I did not do, right? Where was it? Missing it. There it is. Dud removed. I was looking for tries removed, man. Or try reset. So it'll also reset your tries eventually as well. Not that, right? If it had one in common with both Deez and crap. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Some of you might be getting this quicker than I. Ooh. There it is.
That's it.
I saw it. So it was the C and the A. I did not know about that little trick. There is the YouTube video for you. Ooh, what YouTube video? I like YouTube videos. YouTube videos? I see no YouTube videos. Did you link something to me? We're going to activate this unit. There is a better one than all the others, but I can't remember what it is right now. We're going to go ahead and take a construction bot because he is built for construction. It might even be the case that activating them as their type is the best way to go about it.
Warning. Union violation detected. Last recorded break was...
Ooh, look at that. Cameras all day long. We will take cameras. Lots of crystal. We need crystals. Duct tape. Adjustable wrench comes with gears, so we'll take an adjustable wrench. We do not need the set wrenches so much. Pull this thing out, because there's going to be some fighting done in here. So these guys, let's drag his ass out of here. Oh, yeah. Pull him over, flip him over. These poor bastards. I feel bad for ferals, man. It's like the ghouls that didn't make it. The ghouls that just lost their minds. And we love losing our minds, but not that way, huh? MWO of the unit I am with. Oh, so you, there's like units and stuff with it, too. That's super cool. I'm going to have to check this out. I'll check. I don't think my computer's going to handle it very well, though. Maybe here in like another couple months. Okay, we have to be careful here, because this is a feral ghoul ravager more often than not. And if he pops legendary, we are just not in a good place. Okay. So he did not pop legendary. That's fine. Okay, we're gonna see if we can't get some just sneaky frickin' headshots on him. Hey, guy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Kinda saw me. He kinda saw me. We don't want that. We don't want him to know that he's about to die. Ooh, I want up on there. Okay, I'm hidden again. Hidden again. Anybody see him? Oh, I don't see him. Okay, those brackets are moving, so he is... Oop, there he is. There he is. See if we can get just a headshot off real quick. Nope, not so much. Center mass that baby. We're gonna take our critical. Ha! Woohoo! And a level up. You know what we're going to do with that? We are gonna go into pistols. We are definitely going into pistols. It's like I forget how to play this game sometimes. You sure about that, White Tiger? I have nothing new in my whispers. Yeah, the last thing I have is your MWOmercs.com. Is that the right one? No, that's the same one you sent me last time. Try to send it to me one more time. Let's see if that works out. All right, we're going to go into pistols, though. We are definitely going into pistols. I kind of want that eventually. Boy, do I want critical banker eventually. But it's like I'm using my criticals as soon as they pop up at this point in time. We definitely want 20% more damage. For sure. We're going to have to pick up... Ooh, another ProSnap camera. Nice. Aluminum. Aluminum. Anemone. Coming around here. What are we doing? I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay. I've been through this stuff kind of a lot. Kind of probably more than any rational human being should have been. So I kind of know where most of the enemies are. But I will never put it past this game to surprise the shit out of me. Dude, I've turned around and had frickin' Deathclaws just sniffing all over me. You think you're the sneaky one. Just wait. Stuff will sneak up right behind you. Let's go ahead and turn on some radio. Ooh, I forgot about that stuff over there. I did not collect that stuff last time I came by here. We're going to go over this way. We're going to work our way down in there. There's a key in there we're going to super love having. Actually, I think it's in there. $10 mil rounds. Yes, we need 10 mil rounds all day. Does it say pistol? Yeah, it's a pistol. Okay. We don't need a pipe pistol, but we will take a pipe rifle if we can find one. Cigarettes. I know, everybody's like, cigarettes are bad for you. But those are not used for smoking. Those are used for the cloth and asbestos you can get out of them. Yep, that's right, asbestos. Alright, there's definitely a guy down in there. We're going to come over here real quick, open this door, because we want the key that's right over there. You can see that key, it's that glowy thing. Cigars for the same thing as cigarettes. Here, let me refresh this real quick, White Tiger, because I did not get a link from you, mate. Alright, silver is good. We want desk fans for gears and stuff. Buff out, Nuka-Cola, and a melon. Random melon in there. It's probably been in there since pre-war.
There we go.
We'll take that Grognak. Gives you some extra melee, even though I hope to never, ever have to use melee. 10, that's all steel. Sensor module, absolutely adjustable wrench for gears. We don't need anything from there. Alright. Looks like we're doing good. Shen Kowalski, that little bastard. We'll meet him eventually. And that key will let us get into some stuff. We don't need any of that. I'll take the battered clip for the spring. Breaking stuff. 10 bobby pins. Generally don't have a problem with bobby pins. Did I just pick up something I did not need though? Yep. Keep all that. Alright. Bit and sniffly. Alright, there's definitely guy in here. I don't need fusion cells, but they sell for a little bit. Maybe eventually I'll be able to work my way up to something that uses fusion cells, but that's going to be a second. Nice. Look how that tree comes through there. Silver tablespoons. Stimpack Rataways, cigarettes. That's good for drugs. We make all kinds of drugs out of antifreeze. Don't judge me, people. Don't judge me. I do what I have to survive. I didn't make the rules of this world. That would be Bethesda. Alright. Flip lighter, aluminum can. Take that. We don't... Bubblegum is kind of garbage, man. Not like it's going to fill me up or anything. Nothing special about that 10 mil. Alright, we've almost cleared out Wicked Shipping. We're gonna open up one more thing. So the Wicked Shipping key lets you open these things up. These containers you will find all across the wasteland. These guys were like the Amazon of the wasteland. So you will find these places, you will find these things all over the place. And it is definitely worth it. Paint cans can come with oil in them, so that oil-based paint. Yeah, some more 10 mil rounds, 38. This is why it's worth it. Boy, do I need all this stuff, and that is a pipe rifle. I don't need that bayonet, but we will take it. We will take it. Let's see what it fires. Weapons, bayoneted. 308 rounds, which I have 32 of. We can make that work. So let's hope we can find us another rad stag on the way back. One thing I might want to do before we head back, though, is drink some water. Maybe a little bit more water. Little bit more water. There we go. We are properly hydrated. There is over this way somewhere, and I can't quite recall where. We might not do this. We might go ahead and head back to Sanctuary. There's one thing we're going to do before we go back to Sanctuary. Oh boy, we're going to have to skirt around Concord, because if I go into Concord, I'm going to be tempted to try to complete it, and I don't think I can do that right now until I have my mini nuke with me. I do have one. I just left it back at base. Just a constant stream of consciousness. The voices in my head. All right. That's Concord right there. So we're going to skirt around Concord. If we can see while we're headed around it, the trailer park, we're going to go ahead and go in there and see if we can't get the Wasteland Survival Guide, which gives us extra meat from all producing sources of meat that you kill. Because we need all that stuff. Okay, there's something that sees me, and that's not good. Bloat flies. Okay, we can drop bloat flies. As long as there's not a black or a legendary in there, we can kill bloat flies. Black bloatfly, that is. That is not a racial term. I'm not being racist against bloatflies. They can just kick my ass. All right. Where are they at? Where are they at? Man, he is out there though. Is he on the side of a tree? He's acting like he's on the side of a tree, but he's not on the side of a tree. Woohoo! Yeah. We like getting one in one shot. Go ahead and reload. Just in case we have to roll out 12 rounds on something. There he is. He sees me. Okay. Come over here, bud. With 75%, we should drop him. Yeah. Okay. Come at us, bro. 57, we can take it. Nice. Coin flip wins for us. Oh, my God. There's another one. 95. Like a boss. All right. We're taking all this stuff. Whew, just bloat flies get my heart pounding. I like this one life to live thing. This really changes up how enjoyable this game is for me. Both enjoyable and not at the same time. Got adrenaline going from virtual world. All right. I'm gonna go up in here. I think there might be something in here. Nothing there. We'll take a teddy bear for the leather, which doesn't make any sense. Ooh, look at you. Now see, I kind of like how those trees grow through there, because that makes it a little bit more hidden. It makes it like you have to actually search this bus to figure out what's in it. Alright. Peckish from lack of food. Well, I got all kinds of bloat fly meat now. Bloat fly. Enunciate. Use your tuz. Coming on down. Oh boy. So we're gonna... Wolfgang and them might be real frickin' angry though. We're gonna try to skip Wolfgang and the diner for now. If we can manage to pull that off. Because I don't necessarily... Oh, look at you guys. Some feral ghouls over here. We're going to try to kill those guys a little bit more quietly. Is that Gorski Cabin? If that's Gorski Cabin, there's some cool stuff in its basement. We'll go try to get. Oh, let me see. Looks like I might have gotten a link, White Tiger. Let me check it out. There it is. I got that link that time. We're going to control, click it. Clickety click. Alright, so I'm hidden again. Moobot, my boy. Getting it done. I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna pause this because I gotta do other stuff. A little bit later, White Tiger. A little sippy sip. Boy, this is a terrible idea. Being in the wasteland while having a drink. Especially with one life to live. Okay. Doesn't look like... Ooh, there he is. Look at this guy. Uh-oh. Okay, we're gonna have to stand up. And this guy, we're gonna go ahead and start popping that leg off. Here we go. Same thing with you, bro. Drop that leg. Alright, anybody else? Ooh, you. You don't look happy with me at all. We're gonna drop that leg. Alright, we got 3 down. Drop down. Any more? Boy, they were on me quick. I feel like they have made the AI a lot smarter. Holy cow. That would have been terrible. I am not in power armor or anything. Drop him. Whew. Uh-oh. I have 0% chance to hit his head. You have to be real careful here. Real careful. We are using pistols for multiple reasons, one of which, and not the least of which, is its AP cost in VATS. You can just fire off a shit ton of rounds, pardon my French, without running yourself out of AP. Hey guy, at least you're a feral. Center of mass twice. A little bit less than a coin flip, but we got it. There is more. There is more around here. And something just detected me. That is Gorski cabin. We're going to definitely go into that basement. Oh yeah, there's more guys right inside of here, aren't there? Whiskey bottle. Coffee cup. We don't mess around with ferals. We do not mess around with ferals. Some more jet. We like jet. Jet all day. Asbestos from the coffee cup. We want that. Bourbon bottle. We take bottles for purified water. Jumping on down in the root cellar. Mr. Gorski will be down here. I'm gonna have to be careful because I can get some rads if I'm not careful. Alright. Duct tape. We don't need the ball peen hammer. We'll take you. Gas canister for sure. I don't have anything really that I can... I don't know. Can I create a minor... a little bit better receiver? I can. No. Well, that hair trigger's okay. That harden gives me 30 on a shot, though. I think that also increases its AP cost. We're going to keep that better fire rate for now. I like that range. Comfort grip's probably the best for me for now. Nothing on muzzles. We'll take that long barrel with with that hair trigger. Let us drop that bayonet off. 'Cause that's unnecessary. Let's get a short scope on you. Standard's fine. We like the long barrel. We like that heavy frame, right? Hardened is a little bit better though, isn't it? Toss a hardened on there. Alright, that gives us a little bit of a hunting rifle. That'll work for now. And then favorite is R1. Could have swore I had you favorited already. Alright. Sneak. Toasters. The music in the background's kind of Terminator-esque, isn't it? Yeah, we love cram. I'm carrying a lot of stuff, apparently. What can I drop that won't cost us too much in the end? Junk. Sort by weight. I like that oil. I kind of need circuitry a little bit more. We want ProSnap cameras all day. We'll drop that toaster. Man, I can make a lot of jet with that. I can get a lot of that stuff. 1 pound each. Drop the milk bottles for now because it's just glass. Alright, get a little bit out of here. We're going to want to make sure that we have a little bit of space because I believe there are nukes back here. Once we kill Mr. Gorski. Thought you could pick this stuff up. I guess it's a little different. Hello, Mr. Gorski. Gotta be careful in here. That's what we're after.
Hell yeah.
Psh, Diamond City. Nobody cares about Diamond City. Not yet, anyways. Hook. Okay, so it might be the O. Dud removed. Dud removed. Come on, tries reset. We're after tries reset. There's a tries reset. So it could be the O. It would not probably. What could be the? No, couldn't be that one.
Got
It's
it.
town. It was the O. Ha ha. Oh, none of that's important. Statement of intent. Nobody cares what you're doing. We're gonna grab stuff really quick. We're probably gonna end up having to take a rat away after this, just because. All right, we got a little bit of stuff out of there. Boy, did I get a little bit of irradiation. Not anything we were after for sure. There's an aluminum can. I forget. Pop. We need aluminum all day. I'm gonna head over and grab Trash Can Carla. Maybe. Boy, oh boy, am I playing it risky. Looks like the sun's getting ready to go down. Where am I? On the map. Okay, so that's Concord. Trash Can Carla's at like this intersection right here. I keep wanting to press that for the frickin' map. Ooh. There's some movement. Seeing movement on that hidden. Hopefully it's Carla. It is not. That's a blood bug. Ugh, we don't like blood bugs. Carla? Are you here, Carla? I think she's gonna be up the road a little ways. I don't know what this thing is over here. Exploring's probably a bad idea. Probably a terrible, terrible, terrible idea. Fraggin' hell, dude. Blood bugs. Woohoo! Uh-oh. Pissed off another one, though. See if we can hide from him. You hear those gunshots? I think that might be Carla. Right, coming over here. Okay, this thing is not evil. I remember that. Shotgun shells? It's a novice. We'll take a novice. Can some stuff in there we might want. Ah! No! Controllers, man. Controllers. What do we got going on? Okay, thank you. Fear. It's got one. Soap.
I'm through.
It's soap. It was the A. Nice. Did I get it? No, I did not. Cool. Okay, I got it. Sneaky, sneak, sneak. Go back in here. Fusion cells, I'll take that. We're going to be full up on stuff. I don't necessarily need that steel. Fragmentation, we do want both of those. Ooh, let's transfer. Alright, we're down to 40, 140. Let's see if we can't get Carla and we'll head back to Sanctuary and maybe we'll build some. Am I heading the right way? Keep wanting to press that middle button for my map. That is a holdover. Uh-oh. Look at him. Just hanging out there like nothing's going on. Okay, there is gunfire. There's lots of gunfire. Keep trying to use my Borderlands controls. It's like the wiring in my brain is messed up. Don't know what that's about. That's a Brahmin. That would be her. That's Trash Can Carla.
Deal, Trudy.
Uh-oh.
Hand over the goods. You owe us.
Can I kill you guys? Can I kill you easily? Ba-boom!
That junk is done to my boy.
As I start a gunfight. Ooh, Wolfgang's almost down. %. put 1 in her, 2 in her, 3 in her. There goes Simone.
Just one day I will not get shot at.
It's over.
Nice.
For now.
Well done. Nobody died. We'll take you. We'll take those 308s for sure. Do you do more damage than mine? Nah, pretty close. Where is Wolfgang? He died over here. Where is Wolfgang? I do not see a body. Huh. Did he disappear on me? No big deal. Sure he didn't have much. Oh, there he is. Haha. Nope. I'm pressing circle way too much. Alright, be careful not to take anything of Trudy's. She will immediately become hostile and try to kill you.
Never take
Hi,
a
guy.
jet again. I swear.
Yeah, that's what I said too, man.
Hi.
I can't wait to see the crows feeding on that scumbag. Here, this is for you. Now, if you ever need to trade, my shop's open.
Sweet.
Sure. Let's take a look.
A little bit of everything.
We'll sell all my 308 round. Nope. We'll sell all my 308 rounds. Keep 45, or not 308, 38 rounds, not 308. Let's go to ammo. There we go. Don't use flamers. We don't need fusion cells for now. And shotgun shells, way too damn much. Keeping all my junk. We like our junk. Think we're probably good. Double barrel, you can have it. Keeping you. Good enough. Do you have anything I want? Do you have concrete? That's the question. Bag of cement, which is friggin' heavy as hell. I'd rather have a shipment, which I can get. Ooh, look at that. We will take that. There we go. All right, and then we need to get right up the road here. We're gonna go talk to Trash Can Carla, because then she'll start showing up in my community and bringing with her some concrete shipments. Hey.
Excuse me.
Hey, Carla.
So what's your story? Looking to trade? Rob me? Or just ask directions to Diamond City?
Is rob you an option?
Let's see what you got.
Oh, I have a little bit of everything.
Right, what are we doing? Frickin' bag of cement. I only have 348 caps right now, so I don't have much. Shipment of crystal. 25 crystals. Friggin' hell. 1581. Another 100. It is kind of a deal, huh? It's like 225. No. It's exactly the same, isn't it? You suck, Carla. All right, we'll take you, though. Okay, there's the mailman coming up the road. That means my dog's going to bark here in just 1 second. Do not be shocked. Oh, she's asleep. She might not hear it. Let's see. See if it'll wake her up. Oh my God, she's up. She's up. Yep, that did not last long at all. Hey, Lulu, come here. Go back to sleep. Come here. The mailman's not going to kill you. Not today. There you go. Good Lulu. Good Lulu. Come here. Lay down. Friggin' weirdo dog. All right, heading up the road here. We are not messing around in freaking Concord at all. Let's see if we can't get back to civilization and sanctuary. And maybe we'll put some work into the actual town. We might go back over and try to take that locket from Akak if she respawns, man. I guess that'd be cool. A lot of 5mm rounds. Eh. Oh. All right, we made it. Not bad, not bad. Woohoo! For day 3 so far, not bad. We got our concrete that we need, which is kind of what we were after. Make sure we go back in and grab our... Oh, I didn't sell my stuff, but Carla will show up back in town here shortly. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. Take that pre-war money. There we go. All right, so we have concrete. We're gonna get some water and some food and some drink. Got our drink on.
Seems to be growing well.
Yeah, finally some watermelons popping up here. For those that do not know, in survival mode, watermelon will both feed you and quench your thirst, which is super awesome. I say watermelon, it's just melon. As if watermelon is frickin' copyrighted or something. Alright, so then, where are we at here? You're new, and that is a funky hat, bro. Like, you just walked into town with the weirdest
My
damn
back
hat.
hurts, my feet hurt. Everything hurts.
You bet you a lot. That is a state of your life, apparently. I just walked in with a frickin' police hat. Yeah. So now that we got back to town, I'm gonna go ahead and take a nap. We'll get some water. We'll melon up so we can get some food, and then we'll start crafting. Oh, I need more than that. I need more than an hour. This is gonna give me fatigue to do this twice. 8 hours. Give me 2 seconds. I will be right back. Gotta grab a drink and use the restroom. All right, I'm back. Thank you for sticking around. If you did, just gonna jump in here and maybe do some sanctuary building. Water and food. We just picked up a bunch of melons, so that should cover that problem with us. And there's trash can Carla. She didn't even take a whole day to show up into town. That's why we want to go find her as soon as possible. Abe, eat us some melons. Properly hydrated. Come on. Properly fed. There we go. Speaking of properly fed, I grabbed myself a burrito on the way back. So I apologize in advance if I munch in anybody's ear. Not my purpose. Not what I'm trying to do. There we go. All right. So we have all kinds of people showing up into our town now. How we doing on our numbers? What are we looking at? 5. We're still at 5. That's good. And we're going to come over here, and since we have some concrete, we're going to try to work on this building a little bit. Now that clipping box should help us. A little bit. I maybe should have made it right on that edge, but that's not a problem. Wood floors with this bad boy right here. Okay. Get out of there. This front one should be dead on, right? So in theory, that is exactly where we need it to be for dropping in that or something like that. Yep, it's a level up with that guy, isn't it? So then that one. I think that's where we want to be. Yep, something like that. Looks good to me. See, that always kind of tends to happen. So what we're going to do is actually start from back here, I think. Kind of wish there was a feature like in Minecraft. What? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Something coming up the road? What are you firing at, bud? Bloat flies. Nicely done. Alright. Come back. Come back. Pour the rest of my drink in here real quick. All right. Looking at this building, trying to figure out what I want to do with it. I definitely like the idea of an overhang on that window. The one that pops out a little bit. The trick is, the hell are you doing back there, guy? Boy, some weird stuff happens in this game. We have a gate for a reason. Okay. So we're going to start this thing from back here. This guy. I like the idea of going long ways. That. Come on. Get in there, buddy. All right. So you're not willing to pop over that edge. Can one of those go in there, maybe? No. Okay. So then we might toss you in right here. Go. Boy, don't we love Idiot Savant. Ugh. Come on, flip around. There we go. Yeah. I think we're just gonna have to do that. Okay. This way. So that we can get those boards to face the right direction. Because all the other ones went in that way. Alright. I think everything else is good there. And then what we do is we pick up this kind of thing right here. Nope, you jerk. You went in there right the one time. There we go. Of course. Alright, alright. That's all fine. Now we need to work our way over the top of that thing. I think we have to use that one. There we go. Pick you up. All right. Get a little overhang, which will look nice in the front. Watch me not use this clipping item at all, or this clipping tool. I do kind of feel like we might end up dragging that side out just a little bit more. This overhang will be a nice balcony. Now, as for this back part, that could be interesting, maybe. We'll see. We might end up dropping that. Okay. Going back to concrete. Concrete walls. There's kind of something I like to do right over the top of this building right here. Or this for the front door. See if we can get it to work. So we kind of know that that is right on that middle point. Don't think that can clip to there. It has to clip to there. Actually, we're probably gonna use this guy. Nope, not that guy. This guy. Okay. Not quite straight on. No. Don't fight it, buddy. That's pretty much a straight line. All right. That guy right there. As I fall to the ground. Yeah, that's going to look pretty cool. I think we're headed towards an interesting design there. We might do the same thing over the other side, maybe. Looks like we might get quite a substantial balcony. Sorry to munch in everybody's ear. And by everybody, I mean the voices in my head. All right. That could be interesting. I had not considered anything quite like that. Let's see what that looks like. Make the whole top a rounded off kind of area. I have my likes and dislikes about that. We will maybe play around with that idea. not something like that, right? Kind of like the idea of having a balcony here. That hangs over more than I would like. So let's toss one of these in with one of those. And a level up. Nice. And then we go right to the edge. Nice. Okay. That's doable. Let's level up. Question is, what do we want to put our level into? Another level into pistols wouldn't necessarily hurt. Pistols it is. I like the idea of this thing being a giant slab of unhappy. Get rid of these for now. We will come back to that idea. Okay, we'll do this. Nice. Almost looks like it's supposed to be that way. Now about the other side here. We should definitely do another window. Do not think that is straight on at all, or in the least. A little bit closer. Nope. Come on, slide in there, buddy. Well, you're being obstinate. That might be a little bit better, though. Nope, that is not at all better, is what that is. Think we may have that corner? Maybe. Do something fun back here. I don't use these very often. Open air. Looks weird, doesn't it? And we have officially used up half of our concrete. Alright then, that means it looks like one of these gets the job done. Maybe. No. Maybe. One. Two. Nice. Looks like it's kind of meant to be that way, huh? Alright. We are going to have to figure out a roof for this thing too, huh? And that might actually be the difficult part. Who's getting the roof on this bad boy? Wouldn't call that good. Pretty sure my last one was not this close. It's like I made this clipping frickin' tool for nothing. Oh, wait. I'm supposed to be actually storing these things, not just destroying them. Sad day. That was pretty inefficient. In case I never ever need to make another clipping tool, they will be in my storage. Ah! No! There we go. Stored all those. That's kind of looking okay. Feel like that side could be a little bit better. I don't know. I may actually drop that back to that window and run that out as an actual balcony. I want to have a balcony that I can walk around on. So how much do you overlap? More than I would like. Nope, nope, nope. On that one. On that one, at the very least. Alright, not perfect, but it will do maybe. Let's see what it looks like from the outside. I can probably live with that. Not so much live with that. Alright, we'll go with that. Something like that. Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible, isn't it? Oh, you know what we could do? That looks like a... one of these might, nope, not fit very well in there. Hey now, get in there. Ugh. Getting these things to seal out, man. Nope, not like that either. You got this. You got this, boss. Oh, I don't know. Hateful. This thing is absolutely hateful. What am I gonna do here? What I could do getting low on bits. Ooh. No, that's not going to work. Like, no matter what, I have to turn these sideways, I think. Look at you fitting in there nicely. Or not at all nicely. Oh, this is going to look terrible, but at least it's on the backside and you'll never notice, right? Boy, do I suck at this game, apparently. There we go. Oh, God, that's terrible. And my dog is dreaming now. Having little freakouts. Man, I think it looked better on the front, didn't it? Hey, now. Well, that's not too bad, I guess. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Kind of looks on purpose, right? All right, so we're almost there. Now we need to get a roof on this thing. Ooh, I put that in the wrong place, didn't I? There we go. Little bit of a balcony, and we will go ahead and, what is it? Is it scaffolding? Miscellaneous that has these bad boys. I have found, in my personal experience, that the trick to building stuff is really just go ahead and put it in there. Like, it's not a matter of Bob Ross in it and being perfect every single time you do something. But just throw that stuff in there and see what it looks like. Nope, not you. Fucking Bob Ross. That magnificent bastard could paint anything with a single brush. Well, I'm not happy about that. We could run, that's what we might do. We might run, no. Pick it up, drop it, and there we go. I wonder if I could run more floor. We'll see. We'll see if we can. We don't want a place where children can hurt themselves, so we'll drop that there. Almost like we meant to do it. We have a balcony. Nice. Now, about getting a ceiling on that building. A ceiling. We're going to have to use flooring in there. I'm not too unhappy about how that turned out. Considering it's part of my wall. We're just kind of building something kind of quick. We're not going to do this too perfectionist. I say, as I spend 8 hours trying to frickin' get walls up, right? Can I get more stuff to click in there? No, I cannot. Well, that's fine. That's not a problem. Is it? It's not a problem. Okay. Get over it. Get over it. All right. Oh, my spine. This chair I have is not spectacular. Let's see here. A ceiling. We need to get a ceiling in there. In all honesty, the barn ceilings are certainly the best. But what we need to get in there is absolutely this. And it is true, that is a floor. That is absolutely a floor. No, we could do. Apparently I'm out of concrete, though. Let's go see if Carla will buy all of our... Is Carla still here? She likes to get stuck in this building on occasion. Nope, she's not there. Carla! Come on, Carla. Where you at? She's not here. Well, we're going to need more concrete. That kind of sucks. Or we could just turn the second floor into wood floors. Those are the only ones I need necessarily for concrete, I guess. Let's see if we can get the rest of this to floor out in wood. You act like you want to drop into there. We grab that one and drop in something like that. And it just jumps up one, right? Then we go wood floors. Yay, idiot savant for the win. No lock it into place, son bitch. Do it, man. Cool, that one drops in. That's fine. Acceptable. Apparently, that roof kind of weirds it out a little bit. All right. Nope, nope, nope. There we go. There we go. Yep, right. Okay, come on now. Don't fight me on this. Just for those wondering, I picked Idiot Savant because I am a masochist. Oh, don't you suck. I am missing it by just a couple, just a little bit. Sure enough. Hateful bastages. Oh, what we can do, though, is drop this back, huh? Apparently, I am terrible at this game, if you couldn't tell. Let's see. Terrible. I don't have quite enough concrete to finish out that corner. I feel like 3 of those equals one of those little guys, though. Did I really run myself out of you? Fascinating. Oh, come on. Lock in there. There we go. Oh, that could work, though. Something like that. And then... Ooh. Oh, come on. You know you want to get in there. You know you want to get in there. Kind of sounds like the music from Twin Peaks. If anybody knows what Twin Peaks is, you are a winner. Well, that may not be true. You could be just like me, which does not make you a winner. It makes you bad at this game. Come on, work for me. Work for me. There we go. Nope, this is garbage. This is terrible. This back corner is going to be tough. We want the balcony. We definitely want the balcony. try another one of these coming up this way. Cool. Okay. Can I fit 2 of those guys in there? They're off by millimeters. This is why I should have used that clipping object a little bit more. Had I been doing this a little bit more sober than I am, this might have turned out better. But I needed a drink this afternoon. Siltwolf, thanks for the follow. I will definitely get you followed as well. Thank you so much. We like follows. Alright, what am I gonna do about this garbage? Okay. So, you know what I can do maybe? Because it's like a half a step off, isn't it? I wonder if, yep, there you are. I wonder if that's my half step. Ooh. I kinda like that, where it jumps off that edge just a little bit. Oh, dang, you're not quite there yet. Come on. And then one of these absolutely fits in there. You can tell. You can tell that fits in there. Huh. Well, we can work with that. We can make that corner work. Nope. There we go. We want that for sure. Ooh. Ooh. That feels like it hit that corner perfectly. Okay. Let's find out. Let's see if we just got wrecked. Heh. Boy, you feel like you want to fit in there. Oh boy. Like a boss? I can maybe make that work. I can probably make that work. Okay. Now, you guys are going to be a problem, though. With this missing ass background stuff. Boop. Pfft. No fitting jerk face. Could drop it right there, though. Oh, that's my problem. This fragging game, though. Stop playing with my emotions. Is that really where it is? I guess it is. I really wanted you down a level, but that'll work, I guess. Oh, that looks even. Okay. Alright. That I can probably make work. Let's find out. Okay, so I have a little bit of a gap. I wonder though. We'll turn all these guys straight at some point in time. Straight, crooked, that's all a matter of perspective, just to let everybody know. As long as they're all facing the same way, that's what the majority cares about, huh? There we go. Guess I don't need those double thick floors. Oh, come on. Why are you messing with me? Why you gotta be playing, man? This all might leave a gap, but we're gonna find out. Alright, everything's facing the same way now. We have our balcony. It looks like our walls are more or less connected. Certainly better than they were. And now, we need a roof. I was going to make a roof that we could walk onto, but considering the fight we just had to get that in there, I don't think we're gonna do that. Ooh, you know what I want to do though? We're gonna move that wall over just a smidgen. Not a problem though. That shouldn't mess us up too terribly much. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take that up. We're gonna move this to here. Actually, you know what? We can just pick them both up because then we can do. This concrete wall there. Come on. Come on. Get in there. Get. There we go. And drop this guy right here. And it looks like it's supposed to be there. That'll even that out a little bit. Yeah, okay. I don't want to mess around with it too much. Now. A roof. Ooh, we could do metal. Let's see how you fit in here, Mr. Metal Roof. And if we're gonna overlap, I would prefer that we overlap that roof over there a little bit. See how much we overlap. Not at all. Dude, does that go right up to the edge? Oh, it's like we meant to do this. It's like it's frickin' meant to be. Metal roofs all day long. Oop. Turn. Watch it not fit the front, though. You gonna fit the front? Fit the front. Oh, you're hateful. You're so hateful. Stop being hateful. Like you want to fit in here. Okay. This may mean that we have to try to drag this up here. It was almost fitting in there, wasn't it? It's fitting in there kind of a weird way, though. Like that. We can probably make that work. Let's see. This garbage roof. Ooh. And then what we can do is, ooh. Wait, no. No, don't do that. We want you, maybe. Oh, yeah. It worked. That's exactly what I was thinking. Right over the top of that roof. Or right at the top of that window. Let's see. Let's see what that looks like down there. Oh, hey. We need to fix that backside. Oh, come on. There you go. This might look fairly unique. A little asymmetrical, but no problem. Okay. What kind of wood roofs do we have? Nope. Those are floors. Ooh. I'm gonna push that out. Hold X and push forward on your left stick. It'll push that out a little bit. Oh, you know you want to go in there. You know you want another one in there. Nah, that looks redonkulous. That looks redonk. That could work, maybe. That's not going to work at all. You can tell. That's stupid. I think it'd be super cool if those would fit in there. Oh, right, they're not fitting in there. Not anytime soon. We might leave that. We might just leave it so that it looks like something like that. Oh, that looks ugly. That looks so ugly. Okay. All right. Why? Well, that's weird. I didn't even know that could happen. Madoji's dreaming. This might be an acceptable stopping place. We got 5 people living here. I like that. We're gonna have to work a little bit more on figuring out how to get some of this stuff to line up right, but that's fine. We can live with this. We might end up putting a 3rd floor on, is what's gonna happen. This might end up being our mayoral mansion. Alright, let's go play some Star Trek for a second. We need to save. Sleep and save, sleep and save. We have some farming to do on Star Trek before we are done for the day. Eight more hours. OBS. I'm going to follow that real quick on Twitter. Twitch support. I do not know who Zach Scott is. Alright, let's drink up, get some food, and then we will... Nah, we're not going to drink up. We'll drink up when we come back. We'll take a look at this in the sunlight, though. Look at that sunlight for the first time in ages. I need a much better roof on that thing. We are going to have to work up, I think, one more floor. We might do 3 floors worth of stuff. See what that looks like. Hoo-wee. All right. Da, 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 da. That's a house. Could drop that back by like 2 of those bad boys. We're going to work on this some more. But we're looking good. It's coming along. We got a 2-story little house coming together. That's a thing. All right. Quit. Confirm. Level 8. We're getting there. A couple more levels and we might actually be able to take Concord. Get 5 more helpers in here. We might wait until we get our 15 to 16 helpers in Concord before we go grab those guys, because then we've kind of skipped that whole problem of charisma. That could be interesting. All right, headed into Star Trek.